only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Play action now with Daniels. Good strike downfield to Lane. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Daniels setting up the play action. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows and the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Ready!
Daniels back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Play action now, Daniels. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal, that start to that paper was so important it set the tone for the rest of it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Williams on first down. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's Swift on second down. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On third down, here's Swift. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
At their own 15-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now Daniels off the play action. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Here we go. Hot 70, hot 70.
This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, in it for the first time. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Come on, come on. Hit. 70, go.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's caught as McLaurin downfield. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
60,
From the gun, run for Krosky-Merritt. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go.
let's go.
Play fake here, Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. 4th down coming up. On now is Matt Gay to try this Commander's field goal. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. Gay's kick is good. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. You got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Williams to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, here's Swift. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Williams will look to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
First down throw by Williams. Finds his running back, Llzaire Swift. And he's going to work this down to the 32. That's Trey Amos, rookie second rounder on the tackle.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Working from the gun, Williams. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now they send their back in motion right. Third down, here's Williams. Running right side by Moore. And not much doing, he stopped quickly. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
That's not gonna do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
19. Cougar 19.
Starting on the ground here, Krosky Merritt. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
19, 18.
They're going to run again here with Krosky Merritt. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Running once again with Krosky Merritt. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's fourth down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Ruther Burden, the guy he was looking for. So it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
They send the tight end in motion. Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. Short pass brought in. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 10-0 ball game. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. They bring their tight end left. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Llzaire, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Williams set to pass. He finds a doomsday downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
It's a gain of 32. 1st down, Bears.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're going to have goal to go as he's stopped at the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Going run again with Swift. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Motioning the tight end now. Here's Williams. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he'll score a touchdown, Chicago. The Bears start to fight back with their first points of this game. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Daniels. Screen pass here for Kronsky Merritt. And he's not going to get anything out of this. The defense all over it, and they're going to take him out for a loss of 2.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Completed left side to Samuel. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here we go, set. Cowboy.
3rd and short, Daniels. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
It's fielded at the 14. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
At their own 23-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They send the tight end in motion left. And now here's Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. He's taken down after reaching the 30. All down that time by Jonathan Jones.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. To throw, Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Chicago 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Bears trailing in the early going. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bears first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Trying for the deep ball. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second and 10 now. Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They motion the tight end over. Throw here, third down. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Bears bring on Llzaire Santos for the field goal. Needs a good amount here, too, 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him. Actually, a new season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Samuel now to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Hiking 18.
Daniels setting up the play action. Forced out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. That's complete inside the 35. And he is down inside the 35-yard line. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Daniels on first down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Not an overwhelming amount of running room available, but he made what he could through the traffic on the pick. Everything he got them, just a bonus really anyway. They were certainly satisfied by simply getting off the field.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, Williams to throw. Throwing the out route, complete. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Williams from the gun. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's cruising speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're left with 4th and short. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And a well-placed kick here. Not quite on the goal line, but they're pinned deep at their own 10.
At their own 10-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Some early movement for the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Mustang 19.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's going to get caught up after a gain of maybe a yard, so they're going to be stuck with 2nd and 14. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Chicago first down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Williams to throw on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
What is up?
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run, a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Williams. Makes the catch. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from the 41. Williams on the play action. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Hits his running back. And he's short of first after a mild gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here's Williams again. Has his man caught by Llzaire. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. To the air yet again, Williams. Completed to his running back. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. Now an inside kick to Johnson. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Williams to throw on third. To the left and hauled in by Llzaire. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up fourth down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Santos' kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, that didn't take too long. One series in, and he's given them the second half lead.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Play fake here. Daniels finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this one at the 46-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. On the move, headed right. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 3 on that game. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Move the chains! Gotta move the chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On first down, here's Daniels. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go. Let's go.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
19.
3rd and long for Daniels. He's trying to push the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now one intended for Jalen Lane. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. They give to Johnson to start this drive. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
What is going on? 21 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Running with Swift out of the gun. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Off the play fake, Williams. He beams one, deep right side. Brought in, inside the 20. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They get 35 out of that one. And that's good for a Bears first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Johnson gets it on first and 10. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. One guy with it. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Williams will look to throw. That one's nabbed by Komet. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever. Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Williams from the gun. Chased out to his right. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Bears make it a 9-point advantage. Caleb Williams, the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback, one that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arms.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Samuel now to return it. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Samuel on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80.
Daniels from the pistol. Ooh, almost to throw the cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Now this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Has it downfield, working the left. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. A solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Ready up.
2nd and 3 now.
Ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
To throw again, it's Daniels. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Come on, come on. Set. 70 Lions. Trap 50, trap 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
3rd and short, Daniels. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Ready. Ready.
Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Ready.
Daniels now on 1st down. Well, he shot his shot, Brock, but they couldn't connect. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Daniels is going to throw again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. That's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders making a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. They go with Monangai here. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
What is up?
One play action. Williams buying some time right. He shovels this one forward. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll throw it. It's on target to Moore. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the gun, Johnson. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
What is up?
They send a man in motion. Williams on the play action. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. This is Johnson heading right. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears make it a 9-point advantage. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Following the play, we have an injured Commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Samuel now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
From the gun, it's Daniels. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Commanders 24. That game to kick off for Washington.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
What is going on?
This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
What is up?
Setting up to pass. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He fields it cleanly. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Come on. Hit. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, Warriors, 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check. Ready.
Back to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Cowboy.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Mustang 19. Go.
He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
77 Wolf. Buffalo 18.
Throwing now. Hits him on the out route. And he can't get the first, but he does get out of bounds. Now they're up against it, 4th down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Brought in right side by Llroe. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
What is up?
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So the Bears take this one on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as with that, we sign off from D.C.